What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about SingularityDao, an interesting one and a sort of a branch of SingularityNet, which I'm a big fan of. Before I get into that, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would smash it in this cycle. Had you invested $100 to each one when I released the videos, and you were still holding those bags, be in profit for 46,000. This is not my portfolio anymore. In fact, if you want to see exactly what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Crypto. You had some good wins recently, particularly with some beautiful little airdrops that have airdropped thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars respectively. Um, and on top of that, obviously, biggest holdings have been absolutely crushing it from the year. And if you want to be a part of that, you can check it out. The one thing I keep reiterating is if you are in crypto and this is your first cycle, bank money along the way, because while this cycle's been unlike any of the others we've seen previously. At some point, the bear cycle will kick in. Markets will retrace 85%. So you will want to bank those profits before that happens, and then stay in the market and start investing while everything's on discount. It's the best opportunity to invest. Um, in the 2008 crash, loads of people took money out of the market. 18 months later, every stock pretty much recovered and created new all-time highs. People lost out millions because they panicked. It's not the time to panic, it's the time to dig in deep. If you want to see what I think are going to be the coins that 20, 40, 50, 100x, when that time comes, then you can check out Copy My Crypto. All right, Singularity DAO. So, like I said, this is sort of a branch of like a branch off of SingularityNet. SingularityNet is obviously an AI based project. I'm a big fan of that. SingularityDao is um, basically an organization that governs Dynaset. So if you're unsure what Dynaset is, that Dynaset is like a dynamic basket of assets. Um, so voting power in SingularityDao is granted by the SingularityDao token, which they also have utilized a launchpad off of that as well. The DAO allows users to vote on proposals using, liquid democracy is the phrase, but it's basically true democracy, unlike what we see in the real world. Um, but it means you can vote on proposals, or you can take a hands off, sorry, approach, and you can delegate your vote to other people to make. The Dynasets is a really interesting concept, and I want to show that. And Singularity DAO have so far got 3 different Dynasets up and running. One is Dyna BTC, one is Dyna ETH, and one is Dyna Sing. But if we have a look right now at the Dyna sets, so like I said, these are dynamic assets that are effectively managed for you. So Dyna set BTC is a basket of wrapped ETH, wrapped BTC, USDC, and DAI. Dyna ETH is wrapped ETH, USDC, and DAI. And Dyna Sing, or Dyne Sing rather, is wrapped ETH, USDC, SDAO, NTX, and AGIX. So NTX is NewNet, AGIX is the original Singularity token, and SDAO is Singularity DAO. It's a very interesting concept because effectively it allows you to just let your basket of assets be managed for you. Within this, they've obviously got their own swap, all around the Singularity DAO based ecosystem. So SDAO, NTX, AGIX, ETH. They've also got, obviously, you can provide liquidity within this, so you can set up your liquidity pools and earn interest on these. They've got the yield farm, which is again providing your pool, and then from there farming. Again, nice little opportunity in terms of accumulating some additional crypto. They've got unbonded and bonded staking. Bonded staking is obviously where you decide on a amount of time you're willing to lock something up. So you lock up your tokens for the length of an epoch. The first 5 days of each epoch is the deposit withdrawal window. The launch pad that they've got They've had one launch on it so far, which was NewNet. NewNet at the time, 1 USDT was the equivalent of 50 NTX, which works out at 2 cents per NTX. If you actually have a look right now, NTX is sitting on 11.7 cents. So that is like nearly 6x straight off the bat, which is pretty bloody good. And when it actually launched, it had a dip, but then it ran all the way up to 22x, so 22 cents or over. So it's like 11x. And NewNet is about effectively ensuring that there's an interoperability framework for computational processes. So it ties in with SingularityNet, because SingularityNet is obviously about computational processes within artificial intelligence. It's a number of different computers that interact and doing different computational processes. So it's artificial intelligence with multiple different computer points to complete one separate task. But a SingularityNet is an artificial intelligence marketplace. SingularityDao is a spin-off of that, and obviously NewNet is a spin-off of that. But it's interesting to see how much SingularityNet itself is starting to grow its own ecosystem. This is one where, at the moment, SingularityDao, like I said, only one launch, but the launch went very, very well. This is one I keep my eye on, because if there's another launch coming up, or, we've only got one piece of history to go off of, but it was a successful launch, still is, still up 6x. So this is one to keep your eye on. Obviously audited by Certic. Pretty low market cap of 34.5 million. So there's room for this to run. Now, obviously this is what all of SingularityDao, or its beta mode. Now, if we actually look at the overall site for SingularityNet, there it is. They're even having a little bit of fun with the with the time of year. So if you want to try and earn yourself some potential free crypto and stuff, they've got the little advent calendar where you can retweet some of their tweets or whatever it is, and you might be able to get yourself something. So the prize draw for that one was closed. Some of these are just statements about events. This was a giveaway. So if we roll down to, it's the 21st today, but we're on the 20th, I guess. So retweet the tweet before 3 p.m. UTC. So that's done now. But two people would win 25 SDAO. So watch out for the next one, because there's still 4 more. So you might be able to win something. But they've done lots of surveys where people have been able to try and win some Singularity. I like that. Interacting with the community well. It's a good idea. And they've got a massive community. Like they're on it with social media, with Telegram, Twitter, YouTube, etc., etc. What's good about this, and what I like about this, is SingularityNet continuing to grow. SingularityNet is one that I've got my eye on over the course of the next few years. I think SingularityNet is going to end up being a beast, because it's one of the first movers in the AI space, along with Fetch. So seeing a growth into that ecosystem bodes really well. And as you can see from SingularityDao, there's a beastly amount of partnerships here. Really strong amount of partnerships and early investors. And like I said, just off of the fact that their one launch, still 6x, and at one point was 11x. This is one you can keep your eye on. There's a good shot that you're going to make some money, either from the launchpad or from SingularityDao, because it can run in price, and previously was up to about $6. So it's like a fifth of that right now. So if it runs back to that previous price, you could end up 5x in your money, which is not too shabby. And they've obviously got massive backers, so this is an interesting one. Definitely want to keep your eye out. Like I said, you know, yes, they've only done one launch, but the launch went very, very well. So I'd be keeping my eye out for new ones. Easiest way to do that, sign up to the newsletter, and you might get yourself in on a launch that does very, very well, because SingularityNet is a beast and its ecosystem is going to grow for sure. Like this one, low kappa. Just thought I'd bring this to people's attention if you're unaware of it. That's it from me. If you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. Like I said, it's where I share my portfolio. This is not it anymore. This spreadsheet is not it. These were just the first 26 I spoke about. And like I said, if you want to see what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Crypto. We've had some solid wins recently. And the portfolio has outperformed the market all bloody year. And to boot, guys, you've got to be aware bear cycle will kick in at some point. We're not there yet. We know we're there yet. But when it does, you're going to want to make sure you're in on cryptos that have got proper potential to not only succeed in the next bull cycle, but to smash it in this next bull cycle. And I have got a list of those coins that I believe can 20, 40, 100x. And I'm going to be sharing them with everyone on Copy My Crypto. So again, if you want to be a part of it, check it out.